Hi there. My name is Alay Yajnik and I'm a FocalPoint business coach. Today we're going to be covering the third session of our three-part program on the three elements of aligned marketing, how to make 2016 your most profitable and enjoyable year ever. So what have we talked about so far? By now you know that the way to have the most profit and the most enjoyable year possible is to focus on those clients that absolutely delight you. And they're the clients that you love working with. And that is very much tied into our marketing approach, which we're going to get into. So we're going to cover, recap real quick, what is marketing, and then the two of the three elements we've covered previously. And then today we're going to go through that third element and tie all three of these sessions together. So marketing in brief, as we've talked about by now, marketing is all about generating leads. It's any activity that you do that results in a lead. And it's measured in two ways. One is a quantity, so the number of leads you're getting over a given period of time. The other one is the quality. So how good are these leads? Are they your ideal client, or are they just a waste of your time? Or is it somewhere in between? So a great marketing program provides you really high quality leads and as many of them as you can properly handle and want. So how do we best do that? Well, we focus on the three M's. We focus on your message, your market, and your medium. And the reason this is called aligned marketing is all three of those work together. If you have a great message and you have a market that appreciates that message, and you use the proper medium or the way to communicate that message to your market, you're going to end up with a really good marketing campaign, and that question mark there is going to turn into a smile. However, if they're not aligned, if they're not congruent, then what could end up happening is you won't get enough leads. That would be one symptom that you have a marketing alignment problem. Or the leads may not be high enough quality. That's your second symptom that you have an alignment problem. So as we talked about, creating your message, that's where we start. And then we get into market, and today we're going to cover medium. When you build your message, you start with the three W's, and you actually write this out. Why did you choose your business? Why did you choose your area of expertise? Not so much from a financial standpoint, although that could be the reason, but really what drove you to it emotionally and what is the passion behind what you do. Secondly, what benefits do clients receive from working with you? And this may not always be obvious. If you haven't asked your best clients recently why they chose to work with you and what benefits they receive from your ongoing relationship, it's an exercise that I highly recommend you do. You might be surprised by the results. The third question is what sets you apart from the competition? What's different about you? It might be the market that you serve from a geographic standpoint. It might be the value you provide. Maybe you have a specific skill set, or maybe you're plugged into a unique network. But what is it that sets you apart from the competition? Once you've built your message by answering all three of these, actually once you answer all three of them, it's very simple to put it together into a really nice typed paragraph. That's your message, and you can talk about now defining your market, which basically is the group of people that cares. They care about your message. They care about why you do what you do. They're the clients you enjoy working with the most, and they're the clients who are going to pay you the rate that you're asking for with a smile. Right? So that's the second thing we covered. And now we're going to focus on the third piece, which is the medium. The medium is basically how are you going to communicate your message to your market. And there's so many different ways to figure this out, right? There is a lot of talk going on right now about using the internet as a medium to take your message and broadcast it to a market. There is the tried and true methods of referrals, networking, public speaking, sometimes direct mail. One of the questions I often get is what are the right ways for a client to communicate their message to their audience? And this basically really goes back to your market. You want to choose a medium that your market is going to appreciate. So if they're not the kind of people that will look for your services online, it doesn't make much sense to invest in it, right? If they're the kind of people that tend to ask their friends for hiring service providers such as yourselves, then it would behoove you to really develop your referral strategy. Likewise, if they're the kind of people that when they have a need for your services, they tend to go online and do a Yelp search, or they tend to look through a circular that might have come in the newspaper. That tells you where you should go ahead and advertise. So you want to make sure that your message is positioned in such a way and is using the medium that your market is expecting. If everyone is looking for you online and you're not online, that's a big problem. Likewise, if no one is looking for you online, but you're only online, you're missing you're basically wasting a lot of time and a lot of money. So you want to make sure those two things are aligned. And the best thing to do is to just go with your gut. You very quickly, once you're in business for yourself, develop an intuition about your target market and what they're receptive to. So go ahead and go with your gut. There's a lot more that we can do around that, and it's one of the things I specialize in. But for now, let's assume that your gut's going to be right 80 to 90% of the time. And so if you trust your instincts, you'll be okay. Now, these are all topics that I absolutely love discussing with potential clients, as well as like-minded individuals. So if you like this content about aligned marketing, I'd be delighted to have a conversation with you further. You can reach me at the email and phone number you see there on your screen. Thank you so much for your time. And my name is Alay Yajnik. I'm a FocalPoint business coach.